and go to TeamSpeak. If you go under options or tools options and then capture, there's an option to be able to use push to talk instead of voice activation.
Okay, thank you.
For the first of 2 races tonight, the engine starts to count up. You can see the lights there. They are counting up and they are down. We are away here. Let's go and try and find one of our drivers. We're going to head up towards turn number 1. It looks like Cynic has got a fantastic launch there up towards turn number 1. Here is a static view as he goes in through. It looks like it's going to remain all clean for our drivers. As looking further down the order, it certainly is. Our drivers have got through cleanly. Very nicely indeed. Cynic is leading the way ahead of Ahonen, Gamil in 3rd and Tasno 4th. It looks like they have all stayed the same way as there's a lot of overtakes going on in your midfield here. Looking at Anders Jensen, he's chasing down Van der Sande, can't do anything. He's now looking to defend from Diop. As you can see, they're all going side by side, heading up towards the hairpin in the sprint section. Jensen looks up the inside of Van der Sande. He runs deep. There's contact between the two of them. Van der Sande now almost off the circuit, somehow holds it. He's going to get back on though. He remains in this this very tight battle between all the drivers, heading up towards the chicane. Here they go through. Flying past the cameras, they all going to be trying to get as much slipstream as they possibly can. You can see Hannon has dropped all the way down to P number 5 in this opening lap. He's going to try to hold the inside line into the chicane, but Diop has been able to make it on the outside. Look at that, Van der Sande pushing very hard to get past Jensen. He's run off at the chicane. Jensen's gone back through. He's had to almost slow down to allow 2 cars back, but he's down in P number 8 at the moment. Some changes behind your order, but after lap number 1, it is Henry Cynic leading the way with quite a big gap as well. In fact, we're going to try and get those gaps up for you now. There are the gaps between all your drivers from your race leader. Here is Cynic though. He actually has lost a second to Gamil in the last couple of laps, but it's just not good enough for Gamil, and Cynic's going to be able to take victory here in race number 1 of 2. Through he goes, through the final turn. Cynic is going to take the checkered flag here. Across the line he goes. Gamil is going to take P number 2. There you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nights. We're about to get away. And we are green, and away we go. And we want to go have a little look at the drivers. Henry Cynic is going to be leading the way once again, and yet again a really good start from pole position. Tariq Gamil able to hold on to second. Tasnoy getting attacked though from Paulie Ahonen, who's going to be around the outside. Honan started second in the opening race, dropped down immediately. This time going to try and climb up the order on the inside of Tasnoy in that lead in the battle for P number 3. Sorry, and through goes Ahonen. Tasnoy down to P number 4. They're still side by side at the moment. They go through Mercedes Arena. Through goes Ahonen. Down goes Tasnoy, and it looks like quite a lot of position changes near the rear. It looks like a few cars off the circuit, including Axel and Mobius at the rear there. Back up towards your front of your field though, and that is a lot of cars off. 2 cars straight on. That is going to be Smith, and who else was that? I cannot tell you who it was. I just cannot tell. Who else ran off the circuit? I think that was Paulie Honan. It was. It It was
Did you avoid
Ahonen
me,
and
Paulie?
Smith, both of them going straight on at the hairpin. A few other cars running wide as they continue on battling. We've got Abdoulaye Diop trying to battle with Tasnoy for P number 3. We've got Gamil half a second behind Cynic. Here goes Diop on the outside of Tasnoy. A little bit of a lockup, but he's been able to do it on the outside. Absolutely fantastic, as we saw just behind as well. Kuzmin went over the chicane. Now Diop's got to hold the inside. There's a little bit of contact as Tasnoy turned in to Diop. Now here comes Jensen to really try and try to make a move as well. I'm not too sure. Tasnoy on the outside. He's going to be able to actually sling through. Diop has got no one supporting him as Jensen's also moved to the outside. It's almost 3 wide down to turn number 1. It is 3 wide in fact. Here they go on through. Straight goes Jensen. Jensen has gone straight into Tasnoy. Tasnoy's facing the wrong way. Jensen's going to slow down to allow him through, but that has given Diop the podium position at the moment. Fantastic job indeed. Quite far behind Gamil and Cynic, but what an overtake. In fact, Gamil now looking to the inside of Cynic, looking to take the lead. Through he goes. Tariq Gamil is leading here at Nürburgring, but Cynic now looking to get back up towards the inside. They run side by side, but no, Gamil is through. Tariq Gamil at the top of your standings on the second lap of the race here.
I almost forgot.
But Cynic is going to be trying to get as much slipstream as possibly can. He moves to the outside, in fact. Tries to tuck it in, almost contact, backs out towards the outside. Now he's on the inside though, in towards chicane. Camille's going to have to try and hold it on the outside line.
Just thought
It's going to become the inside, but it's not enough. And back through goes Cynic. Gamil back down to P number 2, and those battling have allowed Diop and Kuzmin to catch up, and Kuzmin doing a fantastic job in 4th, but will he be able to hold that? Obviously we know he's fast, but he's not consistent. Tasnoy has moved up into P number 7 past Van der Sande now as he continues his push to get back up towards the front of the field, as Gamil is now over a second behind Cynic. So Gamil is just rumbling. No! There's a what just happened? Gamil was over a second behind. I think Cynic's run off the circuit because now he's almost a second behind. I think Henry Cynic has made that mistake that Gamil was pushing towards. Very strange indeed. Simon Knight down pit lane again today, and another retirement. 2 retirements from Knight tonight. Oh, that rhymed. Anyway, 2 retirements from Simon Knight in tonight's races, and that won't be what he would be looking for. But here is Cynic's P number 2, Gamil leading your way with that then. Across the line they go, and Gamil will officially be leading a lap in this race, and it's the first time that anyone other than Cynic has been leading a lap in either of our races, as we're heading up towards the final 25%, the final 5 minutes of the race. As Cynic is starting to close back in, and I think he's going to really be able to push Gamil, but as long as Gamil can go defensive, I don't think Cynic's going to be able to find an easy way through. I think this could be a challenge for this man here, sitting on board with Cynic, sitting in P number 2, just behind Gamil though, gained to half a second in the lap. But now I think Gamil just needs to make his car as wide as he possibly can, and then I think he might be able to take the victory here tonight, coming through up towards the very long straight, and then we've got the chicane. Six minutes on our clock. We're watching this battle for the lead. Gamil is the guy at the front of your field. Cynic is the guy in second. They come through the chicane and up towards the final turn. Gamil goes completely to the right hand side to try and break the slipstream between himself and Cynic, but look at the timing difference. Half a second faster than Gamil with Cynic that lap. Up towards the braking zone, just almost 5 minutes remaining in this race. Probably got about 4 laps to go, as Cynic is going to be looking to find his way through, maybe pushing Gamil into a mistake here as they come through into the exit of Mercedes Arena. Through the left hander, through the right hand, will remain on board Cynic. This is just an absolute fantastic view of this battle here. You can really see it very nicely sitting on board, but coming through the hairpin now as they exit. So close between the two Dallara machines, the Formula 3s, of course. 4.5 minutes to go in this race, and there's only 0.3 of a second between Tariq Gamil and between this man here sitting in second of Cynic. Will he go for an overtake? No, he's going to remain behind for now, but I think he could really go for it into turn number 1 if he tried to, if he really wanted to. And look at that, Gamil goes to the inside once more, Cynic behind. Gamil gets back to the racing line, in through the final turn they go. Gamil's surely going to pull to the right to try and break the slipstream again. No, this time decides to not do that. He's going to remain on the racing line. Cynic all over the rear. Will we see him pop out here to go for the overtake? No, he is staying behind. There he goes, onto the inside, looks to the inside, backs out of it, goes back through. Is this maybe just Cynic trying to pressure Gamil into that mistake? Very possibly could, with less than 4 minutes to go now. Through the left-hander. Through the right-hander they go. Slightly wide from Cynic. He's really pushing hard to try and get past Gamil. Try to take the 2 race victories tonight, the double. Plus he started from pole as well. He finished at the top of practice. He could try to take almost a quadruple in the fact that practice qualifying and both races, but at the moment it's Gamil preventing him from doing that. Cynic has dropped off to 0.4 of a second behind, but with only 3 minutes to go, I think that he'll be able to get away back through. We're going to continue watching this battle right now. So they continue on through into the chicane. They go. A little bit of a wobble as into the final turn. 3 minutes to go. I'm going to probably say 2 more laps for them. Possibly 3, depending on where they are on circuit. It could be very close like last race with only 3 seconds on the timing when they cross that line to go on to the final lap. We shall see. Cynic over the rear though, try to find a way past Gamil as they continue on through. Up through the left-hander now. A little bit of a slide and in towards the braking. Oh, that looks like it's Mameni moving off of the circuit once more. It is very close almost from Cynic running into the back of him, but he looks towards the outside. Gamil goes defensive into the hairpin. I'm not too sure that was entirely necessary. It was over 0.3 of a second between them, but now look at this, Cynic all over the rear, running on board once more, coming through the left-hander, and look at this, Gamil is definitely under pressure now with just less than 2 minutes to go in this race. Moves to the right-hand side of the circuit, goes to Gamil. Cynic goes in towards slipstream. He's closing. It's not quite enough though. Will he go for the overtake? Will Gamil goes defensive. He sits in the middle of the circuit. Cynic goes towards the racing line. He still breaks at his usual point. Gamil runs ever so slightly deep, and here goes Cynic. That's going to be the chance. Surely he's on the right-hand side. It looks like he's through. He is through, and Cynic back into the lead. And this surely is going to be the final lap of your race. They come across the line. What's the time by them? A 1:25. It's going to be the final lap. They're going to come up to the line probably just short of 1 or 2 seconds, but Cynic looks like he's got this now, but no! Gamil's around the outside into turn number 1. He's going to really try. No, can't do it, and now he goes back onto the inside. Gamil's got the lead once more. Cynic trying his hardest to hold that outside line. Can't do anything. Yes, he can, in fact, but Gamil fighting back onto it on the inside. But now Gamil's stuck on the outside. Cynic's going to hold onto it on the inside line. Here goes Gamil once more, back towards the inside. This is absolutely fantastic battle. Onto the inside he goes. And it looks like Cynic's going to be able to hold it. No, he won't. Gamil's back on the inside, still side by side. Now it's going to be the left-hander. Cynic is still through. Gamil's got one more chance. 30 seconds to go. Up towards chicane. Surely this is the final lap of the race now.
Whoever that was,
and now they've only got one turn to go. Will it be Cynic's race? Will it be Gamil's race?
Sorry about that.
As Gamil's hit the rear end of Cynic! Oh my word, Cynic's been able to hold it. How has he done that? Diop has got second. Gamil down to P number 3. This is the last lap. Cynic is going to take the win. Diop is going to take P2.
Just need to take care, try and stop
Camille is
the
going
car
to lose it and finish
roll back onto the
in
track.
P3. Oh my word, what happened there? Absolutely fantastic. We have Honan in P4, P5 to Kuzman, 6th is going to be to Tasnoy, Rodriguez just behind in 7th, Jensen 8th, Van der Sande 9th position just behind as well. We had Heino finishing in P number 10, as well as the rest of the field come through, but that was really, as we had a massive crash after the timing line there. But you could just see that was absolutely crazy. I mean, you could see that drivers were trying their absolute hardest to get as many positions as you can. And very well done from Abdelkader Diop, though, finishing P number 2. Fantastic indeed, taking advantage of that last lap mistake from Diop. I don't know how Cynic was able to hold it. But if he wasn't, Diop could have taken the win. But a fantastic job indeed, and Cynic should be happy with the win. Diop should be happy with 2nd, and Gamil should be disappointed losing out to 3rd, but still a podium nonetheless. Absolutely fantastic couple of races. That 2nd race is probably the greatest last lap racing I have ever had the privilege to commentate on in my year here at Race Department, and it's been an absolute fantastic year indeed.